All right, we're going to do an impromptu show here. One of the shows we do here live at the Blue Box is called Binge-worthy, where we basically talk about a show that we have all binged. And we picked one a couple of weeks ago, and we were supposed to do it, and then we ended up doing X-Files. So, let's do the one that we were missing.
Okay, Family Tree.
Yeah.
It's a Christopher Guest.
Wait, let's introduce each other.
Oh.
I am Chris Mao, co-owner of Blue Box Cafe and host of several podcasts.
Yes.
I'm Martha Southgate, co-owner of Southgate Media Group.
Heck yeah, 2 years.
And I can actually say that, unlike Edward, who
who
says
makes it
every
up.
time.
And I'm Rob Southgate, co-owner of Southgate Media Group and This Week in Geek. Huh? Is that feedback, or
is
are the
that the
aliens
bus?
coming? Jeff Goldblum is
I
here.
thought it was the bus.
Oh, it's a bus.
Or it's a bus.
There's a bomb on this bus. No, it's the...
It's the bus.
Oh, it's the bus?
Now he's on it, so it's a second delay.
No,
It's like my dad. Is that the doorbell?
unlike waiting for things, I'm acting. I'm trying to be proactive.
I wish my dad was here so we could make fun of him for that. Oh, listen, it stopped it. It stopped it, I said.
Oh, what happened?
Yep. It stopped it.
That was weird.
All right, here we go. Binge-worthy.
So anyway, we did this show called Family Tree, and it's a Christopher Guest show. If anyone has seen Best in Show or
Mighty
Waiting for
Wind,
Guffman,
Waiting for Guffman.
Mighty
so it's
Wind.
him, and somehow I'm better with the film than with people taking pictures of me. I'm freaking out a little bit.
What, about this?
Judy was just taking pictures, and I'm okay, Judy. I will deal with it. But
Do the duck face. That's what the kids do. Yep.
Selfie.
Yeah, that didn't work so well.
no, that did not work. So anyway, he did. This was his first TV show attempt, and he did it on HBO in 2013. And they did one season and then killed it.
And it does have the feel of those
does.
movies somewhat, but it does. I mean, they break the fourth wall, but it really isn't that total documentary style, the mockumentary that he's done.
He's got all his usual. He's got Michael McKean. And,
Yes.
Don Lake.
Yeah, Don Lake is in it.
Some others.
I can't think of his name. The one that we love, the one that played the announcer in Best in Show. What's his name? The one that's like, hey, look, that's a happy-looking fellow.
It was.
What's his name? The guy that was on Fernwood Tonight, not Martin Mull. Come on, who's old here that remembers Fernwood Tonight?
I can't think of.
Don't point at me,
Kevin
Kathleen.
Pollak's in it.
No.
Okay.
I can't think of who it is.
No. Come on. We can't leave off.
Fred Willard.
Fred Willard.
Sorry, I'm just trying to think of all these people
Yeah.
that are in there. So
So.
But the lead guy
my favorite.
is Chris O'Dowd,
Yeah.
Chris O'Dowd, for those of you that need a little memory jog, he was in Bridesmaids. He was the cop. He's on the show IT Crowd, which if you haven't watched, run home and binge that.
Well,
Yeah.
I love Chris O'Dowd, and he's in this. He's the lead, and his sister is someone who needs to speak through a puppet.
It's a monkey
It's-
puppet.
that's
very funny.
fantastic.
It's-
That's such a fantastic
She
character
does
part.
ventriloquism, and I think the actress actually is doing ventriloquism.
She is, yes. It's great.
It's fantastic, and it's mean to her and sarcastic, and it's like filthy. And I don't mean like what it says is filthy. It needs a washing.
Yes.
Yes.
It's so gross.
I can only imagine, yeah,
Yeah, and
the germs. and
Christopher Guest was in it, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, he
He
did.
I don't
plays a
remember-
brother from, like a relative
Oh,
from the
right.
U.S. Yeah.
He kind of plays the guy that he plays in Best in Show
Yes.
with the kind of
Similar.
And Michael McKean does not do a very good English accent.
Oh, horrible. It's like Kevin Costner in Robin Hood bad. That's how bad it is.
It's not that bad.
His character's not bad. Oh my gosh.
I love his
wife-
character.
Oh, yeah.
His wife is fantastically.
Oh my gosh, the wife character. She's from like, was she like Yugoslavian or something? And
Yes.
and she will just randomly say stuff that makes zero sense, and they all act like she's speaking normally. Like they'll just like, oh yeah, you're right, the TV isn't working. She'll be like, blah 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 blah. I can't even do it because it's the craziest thing.
And she's random. She doesn't talk about what's going on in the room ever.
There's
No.
okay.
It's like she does, like she thinks she understands and then just comments in what she thinks is appropriate. It's not even close.
And then there's like
Like
one scene
me.
they're all driving in the car. This gives you insight into this character. She just randomly goes, "Gotta poop,"
Yeah.
and just gets out of the car. It's like she's like a 4-year-old.
Right.
Very
It's
strange,
very strange.
but funny. Yeah, but that was funny.
Now, what characters? I mean, we talked about characters, but who was your favorite? What really stood out to you?
Well, I love Chris O'Dowd. So, I mean, is my microphone not even
Again,
on?
nice.
How many times?
Okay, I lied about who I was. I just walked in. This is my first time podcasting.
Wow.
Clearly, I didn't even know to turn my mic on.
You're South Martha Gate.
South Martha Gate. Holy cow!
Gosh, that's
There's a
embarrassing.
30-second delay
Thank
whether
you,
we could hear
Edward.
you.
It's probably for the best.
Now it's on and she won't talk into
Okay,
it. So.
my favorite character?
Yeah, favorite character.
Well, I love Chris O'Dowd. He doesn't even have to speak. I just have to stare at him.
Yeah.
So that's,
so he was.
I love him
Is he the reason to watch it?
for me. But I also...
Is it because he's cute or he's just funny or
I
he's
just
cute?
love him.
I don't know if he's cute.
I just love him.
Okay.
And then, but his sister cracks me up. I loved her. His friend is a hot mess.
I was going
not-
to say,
Not
I
sure
think
about
it's
the friend.
those three are the reason
Yeah.
to watch it.
Yeah.
Because Chris O'Dowd absolutely is Chris O'Dowd.
Yeah.
But the friend is a caricature pretty much. And like when he does his thing, you think, okay, he's a caricature, whatever.
Oh yeah,
But
he's fantastic though.
he's so funny.
It is so Christopher Guest over the top, like
Yes.
over the top, like inappropriate, just
Yes.
so out of sync.
The
It's
stuff
it's
he says,
unbelievable.
and like when they're at the German woman's house,
Yeah.
and he's making
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
crazy
Yes.
Nazi jokes, and then he'll be like, "Oh, I'm just kidding." It's like, wow, the
It's like,
guy's
really?
unbelievable.
Yeah.
He's as DB as a DB can be. He
Yes.
is that bad. It's
He
sorry
is
to say it like that, but yes.
Unbelievable. And then the sister, you're right. The sister with the monkey, when the monkey gets lost, is one of the best things about the show. Her freak out
Oh, yeah.
is amazing. Amazing. That was
I
the
think all
ugliest,
of-
grossest
all
monkey.
of their freakouts were
Yes.
because everybody realized the magnitude of the losing
Oh yeah,
monkey.
it's like it is going. The ship is the iceberg is
Yeah.
right in front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're heading in, and you can't turn. So
Now, did you guys think? And since they couldn't hear you, it's called Family Tree. It's on HBO, and you can watch it if you have HBO Go. You can watch it
There's
on
only
there.
one season 'cause
or
they
HBO Now.
canceled it.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it-
one season.
is it
They
on Netflix
canceled
too or
it.
not?
No.
It's not on Netflix. It's only on HBO. And we'll get to whether we think it's binge worthy or not. What I want to address is we talked about Michael McKean's accent being off the mark. Were there any other things that you think were off the mark or were a low point for you?
I'm going to contend that I believe that was intentional to
I
not
do-
do it. I mean, not like he just did a bad job. I think he intentionally was bad to mock him being there. I think it was him doing. I think it was Christopher Guest said you need to be the bad English actor to
I
do
think
it.
so too,
Okay.
because I think he's a better actor than that. His
Absolutely, he is.
acting was fine, but his accent was
It was off.
off.
Right.
But I think it was intentional.
Because I
it's
think
a weird choice.
I think it played to his character's general buffoonery that he
Yeah.
is. He's just like such a buffoon that I think that's why he spoke like that.
As an actor, think how hard it would be to maintain that accent. Because
Oh, yeah.
okay, so he's playing he's got it was a kind of a Cockney accent. What would you guys say that is?
No.
Manchester accent?
Don't know.
Hard to tell.
Let's not even pretend
Okay.
like we could guess that.
It's
English.
from horrendous England, whatever town.
Yeah,
that is.
yeah. But think about how hard it is. He's trying to do scenes as an American with this English accent, generic English accent, with Chris O'Dowd, who's got an Irish accent, and this Yugoslavian woman, and the woman with the monkey puppet. How do you hold an accent through that?
Right.
Martha, how do you hold it? You do it all the
I
time.
would not know. No. I do it all the time, but I don't know I have one.
Is your mic on, Martha?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I would contend that you have to be a really, really good actor to act that badly.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a bad
Yeah.
performance. It was a good performance.
It was a
but
good performance.
Him being bad at it. So.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to bring up what I think might be one of my favorite little things, because that's the thing about Christopher Guest movies. It's the moments, it's the little things that you remember. You remember him running with the 2 left feet in
Yeah.
Yes.
Best in Show. You know, you remember certain elements about the songs in Mighty Wind. A moment that was repeated throughout it. This has to do with Michael McKean. He loved TV. Okay? It's like my dad. Let's talk about my dad for a second. He loves like Fresh Prince, okay? I'm going to bust the guy out right now. He loves shows like this. And he won't admit it as freely as Michael McKean did, but Michael McKean loved his shows like that are like kind of no offense, but like B-level comedy, BBC sitcoms.
Absolutely.
And he keeps watching them, and he had this one that he loved that looked awful and fantastic at the same time, about a cop, and it looked just like really trashy.
It was like
BBC.
Benny Hill as a
Yes!
cop show.
We're not going to fall into the Benny Hill sinkhole. We only have 5 minutes.
Sorry.
Are you
I
freestyling
thought we
over
were
there?
getting feedback
I was
again.
doing
That was
Benny-
Chris doing
Benny Hill.
beatbox.
I was doing Benny Hill. So.
Okay.
I was
But-
doing the runaround music.
He watches this. I loved, they would show little snippets of this little cop show. I thought they were hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
I
And then
thought
he
it was-
found his buddy.
And then he found his buddy.
He had his first friend, and they bonded over the show, and then fought. Then
They
hated
both
it.
loved it, and then they got into an argument about the show. I loved that.
Yeah.
Was there anything like that stood out for you?
No.
No,
Like that,
nothing?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, that and just I think the date parts were great because it was like every single horrendous date that he went on with the
Yes.
women. It was just like, it couldn't have been like,
You know what's
Yeah.
funny? I forgot
Just
about
hold
that
it.
part of it.
because it was all about how, he's on these blind dates. He's like, you could see like the difference. Like he was interested in a couple, and then they would talk, and it'd be just like no, or he would like be talking to the girl, and the girl's like looking at her watch, like, can I get out of here? So
Yeah.
I thought that was just very interesting because he was a pretty nice and likable guy.
Martha thinks so.
I thought so. Yeah, well, I know, but I mean, I thought he was a very sympathetic character, and then his family is just a train wreck around him.
His family, when he goes to America, so it starts out he's in England, and they're a train wreck. Then he goes to America.
And it gets worse.
And it's,
Oh, and Ed Begley Jr.
Ed
It's Ed Begley
and
Jr.
Kevin
Love
Pollak.
him.
I mean,
oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Love him.
And they were a train wreck. I mean, unbelievable. And then the extended family, like that, like cousin that comes over, the weird cousin, and you're like,
yeah.
what the heck is wrong with these people? They were my family reunion. That's what they were. Very much so.
It was
So-
very much of a summation of a Christopher Guest, like
Yes.
all of the quirkiness, and I think he put it out there, and maybe that's why it's not renewed because I think it might have been too much.
Well, because you can only maintain that for so long
Right.
without it getting old.
Sure.
And after 13 episodes, it was like I was still into it, but I don't know if I could have done several seasons.
Right.
But for this particular thing, I think it's binge worthy.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
we're
you
going
want to
right
get
to
to
that?
that? Let's
Well,
get.
'cause
We've
look.
got like a minute.
We have a minute left.
Okay.
Hey.
So we have our tier. Jenny, you're always good at reminding us what our tier is for this. You're going to say binge worthy.
Yes.
What are you going to say?
I'm going to say watch it while it's on, but I don't think it's worth going for.
So you wouldn't say binge it, but if it's on and you want something,
I might turn
Give
it
it a
on, but
try?
I mean, I liked it, enjoyed it, but I don't think it was the best use of Christopher Guest talent, and I don't think I would watch it like that.
Jenny, what is the category?
do you remember our categories? Yeah, so
No.
binge worthy is like you sit down and you watch it. Space
Yeah.
it out. Like True Detective, you watch 1 or 2 episodes and you better take a breather.
Because it's a little bit too much for.
Then there's what, like good?
It was like worth the watch.
Worth the
the
watch.
watch.
So I'm going to say worth the watch.
Okay.
I would say worth the watch.
Or don't bother.
And are
okay.
you saying?
Thank you guys.
Which one are you saying?
I think it's binge worthy. I think it's fun. If you're a fan of Christopher Guest and you love all those characters from his movies and you like all that, it's fun. It's not one that I would rewatch over and over probably, but I would show. I mean, I think I would suggest
I'm going to
it
say
to
worth the
others.
watch.
So you're giving it like 2.5 out of 3. I mean, because I think it's in between. It's kind
Yeah,
of.
I'll tell you why. I tell you why. When we were binging it, the first like 3 episodes, we kept thinking, "Oh, the series is almost done," because we'd watch one,
Yeah.
and then it was like we didn't watch the next one right away. And then when we realized, "Oh, we got to finish this for binge," we're like, "Oh my gosh, there's like 6 more episodes."
Yeah.
So it didn't have that, like Sense8, you didn't want to stop. This, it's not that I wanted to stop, it wasn't driving me forward to the next one. When we just watched season 3 of Orange is the New Black. When it got to the end, we did not want to stop those last like 4 episodes. We're like, bring it! I didn't have that feeling here. And I didn't think it needed to be spaced out, but I think it's worth the watch.
Yeah, I thought it was
I
fun.
enjoyed it. It was a good
But you're
show.
saying it's worth just binging it and having
Well,
fun
I
with
guess
it.
then that mine is worth the watch because I think it's fun, but it's not like brilliant. It's not the best thing on
Right.
TV.
Okay.
But it's really.
It's
I thought
definitely
it was
worth the
fun.
watch.
Yeah, it's worth
definitely
the watch.
worth your time. And if you like Christopher Guest, it's
then
worth your time.
Definitely worth
See,
the watch.
I think they could have taken that and done it over 2 seasons and put some more filler in. I think it would have been a much better show because I
Yeah.
think, like you were saying,
They had the good people in it,
they
boy.
crammed everything into there. It was like he
Good
one-shotted
acting,
it,
good
so-
people, good writing, but there was something not quite connecting.
Right.
And that's why it's not a binge-worthy.
All right, take us out.
Well, that's it. Thanks for listening to Binge-worthy, everybody.